This is a little tutorial about how to use the Superhatch command, and that just lets you take any lines you have and make a hatch out of it. So you see, if I copy this, it makes a seamless pattern. So say I want to put this paver pattern inside this rectangle, and there's some other lines that crisscross through it. Yeah. And I just want to put it in this internal area. So to start, you have to make these lines into a block. And I'll just put the base point in a corner. And now you can do the Superhatch command and select block, and then make sure this is the one you just made, and then OK. And you can change the scale in X and Y and also the orientation. So I'll start by putting the base point here, and X scale 1, Y scale same as X. And I want it to line it to this diagonal here. And placement is good. Block is good. And now I can just select the internal point here like a normal hatch. And it does this weird CAD thing where if an object like this rectangle isn't on the screen and I zoom in too far, it's not going to select it, which is just annoying. Also, it doesn't work with splines. It only works with like circles, curves, arcs. And it doesn't really work with circles that well. You see it like kind of gets cut off a bit. And also, since this is really just tiling this block a bunch of times and then trimming it to the shape, you can't really adjust it. So you can see I can adjust this boundary of this one block. It's highlighted in blue, but to like change this hatch once it's made is like just really annoying. So it might just be worth it just to redo it if you have to change something. And let's see. Let's say I want to do Superhatch in this like really complicated region here, but I don't want it to like hatch around every single piece of text or like bike rack or everything. So let me just draw an extra line here. Okay, so you can select the boundary lines you want. So if I do Superhatch, block, same block, and you don't even have to put the base point in the actual shape. It just has to be, it just kind of tells the computer where it's going to start tiling from. So I want it to line to this line here, but I want it to be in this area here. So placement is good, block is good, and now I can go to advanced options instead of just selecting an internal point, and I can select with boundary set, new, I can select all the lines I want to use for the boundary. Right, okay, exit, and then in here. And there you go. And if you want to change the color of this, you just have to edit the color inside the original block, and that'll update it for this. All right, there you go.